What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be reacting to the story of T.Roy oblock, part three. You know what I mean? I have to break this up in parts because it's so long, but it's definitely one of the best ones I've seen from this channel. You know, he be just breaking down the little Chicago stories of people, and like I'm not gonna say all his information was accurate, but compared to most people, like he was pretty accurate. Like with certain things he broke down, and certain names he said with like situations. You know what I mean? So he definitely, you know, what I mean, he be definitely on point with some stuff. So we finna see what's up with this the part three. You know what I mean? We 52 minutes in. You know, they've been talking about what Vaughn and T.Roy was doing together and all that, and then their interaction with like Ki and some other stuff too. But make sure y'all check out the other parts as well if you hadn't seen them yet. And we're about to resume this. And, yeah, apparently like T-Roy's cousin had snitched on Ki. That's what they was talking about in this. They used to all be on Twitter so heavily, like the whole Chicago. It seemed like a lot of them was on Twitter like way back then. They said a lot of stuff like incriminating stuff back then. Yeah, this was after Modell died as well. Some car beeping out. This. She said y'all got Modell and Dell killed and didn't drill for them pathetic fig in the field. I'm on that STL. Huh? I think they said that was Booby's account from Jaro City. So damn, that's what she had to say though. She wildin'. They all definitely used to be wildin' on Twitter, bro. We got Dutchy. Shout out to Dutchy for still being here. You feel me?
Just 6 days
Like,
later, after
he's
Ki
still here.
tried to kill T.Roy's
Like
two
a lot of these
cousins,
people in these stories, like mostly all of them be dead for real. Like especially the main people, but that they're doing like the stories beyond. But Dutchy definitely been here since the beginning, so you gotta give him props.
T.Roy and King Bun took revenge on Jaro City, on two members that Shakir was very close to. On October 21st, 2012, T.Roy and King Bun were out lurking on roads and decided to shoot up Jaro City on the 6200 block of South Rhodes Avenue. They spotted both Lil Twan and Gucci from Jaro City, and Vaughn and T.Roy immediately started blowing at them. Gucci was grazed by a bullet to the leg, but Twan, who was only 14 at the time, was taken to Comer Children's in good condition with a gunshot wound right through the leg but could soon leave the hospital. The day after the incident, King Von tweeted, "Who got shot in the leg on roads yesterday?" And when Von later got locked up on November 20th,
Why he used to
2012,
do that? This man Vaughn used to always say like what happened or what he had done. He'll act like it from a different perspective. He's funny. Like dude was definitely a comedian. Like from the drill scene, he's definitely one of the funniest. Him, Mubu Crump. Who else? I think Crack from THF Crack on the like them is definitely some of the funniest dudes I've seen from the drill scene. You know what I mean?
Lil Twan even tweeted, "Free King Von leg shooter," and Gucci even tweeted the day it happened, "My damn leg hurt when I got shot at." The next day, Von was even brought in for questioning. Apparently, the police made it known to King Von that they know what he and T.Roy are doing, that they got them both on the radar. However, Von was immediately released and was out on the street again after a few hours. Both T.Roy and King Von followed the motto to the letter, that as long as you do not open your mouth in the interrogation room, you will least the same day, because usually the police do not have much to go on.
Who is never mind. Yeah. He literally said when he was gonna do it and did it. Hey, straight from the BlackBerry. Y'all probably wasn't around for them BlackBerry days. Hey, yo, he said my thingy thing. Them dudes was like a thing on the thing too off of Dr. Seuss, except the killer version. Wildin'. Wildin', boy.
T.Roy had now allegedly caught 3 bodies in just a few months. King Doc, STL
Damn.
slash EBT, Dirty Rail.
He was going crazy in a few months. So that means he was like catching a body a month.
Jaro City and Modell, STL
If you want to
slash
like
EBT,
line it out.
and shot FBG Young, Gucci and Lil Twan.
Damn.
That's 3 murder cases and 3 attempted murder cases in only a couple
He
of
was
months.
on demon
That's
time.
more work than most members do during their whole life. It was also 2 bodies more than what King Bun had, who had caught Doc and Modell. The reason why I mentioned that T.Roy had one more than King Bun is because they seemed to be in some kind of competition about who had the most bodies and attempted murders. On October 29th.
Wait, why did he say 2 more than what King Von had? Who had caught Dr. Modell? Nah, never mind. So Von had 1 at the time, and T-Roy had 3. Yeah, because they caught Modell together, and that was Von's only body at that point. But apparently, T-Roy killed Doc and Dirty Rel as well.
2012, just a day before D-Roy's birthday, King Von wrote on Twitter, "I ain't been hanging out with D-Roy like that because he's winning. I got to catch up first. Give me the Friday."
Wait, nah. I think he mistyped, because didn't they kill Doc and Modell together, actually? So, yeah, I think that was a mistyping when he said 2.
The next day, on T-Roy's birthday, Von did catch up and probably gave D-Roy the best birthday present by allegedly killing P5 together with J Money, Big A, L.A. Capone and Manny from 600.
They had big people there, but look, all these names, bro, the only person still alive out of all this is Manny from 600. Everybody else mentioned in this whole thing is dead. R.I.P. to them, man.
6 shots to his face and 9 shots to his body. T-Roy's name had now started to really irritate Jaro City and STL, and even 051 Young Money, since his name popped up in so many murders and shootings. Now both had allegedly 3 bodies each, and just a week after the murder of P5 they would catch their 4th body and 3rd together, as well as getting revenge for the murder of Sherwood by allegedly killing Bostrel from STL slash EBT.
Was that really true, though? Because I've seen some people saying, like, he had got killed by his girlfriend's, like, brother or cousin or something like that. Like, I don't know if this one was true or not, like, that Vaughn and him killed Bostrel. But it might be, like I said, I don't know. I'm not there, but, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He said we caught 2, we didn't get the last one. Well, yeah, of course they're going this after that. He said, y'all don't know how much I prayed for this day. Hey, yeah. People, yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Gucci Jar City. Well, yeah, this is like ultimate proof. They showed 4 people after Vaughn died. That's how you know, like, 4 of Vaughn's bodies were like 100% confirmed. Modell, P5, KI, and who was the 4th person they showed? I forget the 4th person. But they like posted all 4 of them. Oh yeah, Malcolm Stuckey. They posted all 4 of them people the day he died. And there's paperwork with the KI and Malcolm and all that stuff. Man, yeah, they was Twitter dissing heavy. But like I said, I think Vaughn was definitely on it way more than T.Roy and all that. Like when it comes to the Twitter and stuff and all that. Like T.Roy was more like low key with it. Even though his name rang bells in the streets, he wasn't as on the internet as much. 555, I got cracked. Crazy. It's wild, man. He's still alive. That's surprising. I don't know if he's locked up or not. Mm-mm.
Both Oblock and 600 were desperate to get Boss Trail after the death of T.Roy, but also after the death of D-Thang, because Boss Trail was actually there and maybe even put bullets in him. Boss Trail, whose real name is Rodney Stewart, was killed in the midst of trying to leave both the city and the gang life behind him. He really wanted a way out of it and start over. His plan was to move to Iowa, where he could live with two friends and where he had a lead on a job. He bought a ticket for a bus leaving Chicago on November 10th, 2012.
That's wild. He was really trying to dip and he got caught. That's crazy. Like he was about to really be out for. It's like I think he was a couple days, right? A couple days from leaving. He should have just not met up with nobody. He should just chill out the crib until it was time to leave. Like I don't get it, bro.
His family and longtime friends say they never expected his life to end this way. They remember him as
He would have still been alive right
silly
now.
but responsible young man. Stewart was a good kid who stayed out of trouble. Rodney's grandmother had a conversation with him about a year before he was killed. Stewart warned her that he was in trouble. She didn't believe him. He told me he has enemies and that I wouldn't understand. But truth to be told, Rodney's desire to leave gang life behind did not come from nowhere. He did not just wake up with a change of heart all of a sudden. A few weeks before he was murdered, he had been shot at by a group of OB 600 members, and the following week he was shot at twice in the same week, the first time by Big A, and the second time by King Von. Boss Trail basically panicked for his life. He knew they were in his
Yeah, they was on his ass. They was definitely trying to get him gone. All them shootings within a week, they was catching him. Like he was definitely finna get caught sooner or later if he didn't get out. But as we see, that's what pretty much happened.
Because of his involvement in the murder of T.Roy and D-Thang. Boss Trail was actually
Yeah, them was like really important people for oblock and 600. So it was like, you know what I mean? He became a top target.
Tutorial on YouTube on how to assemble and reassemble a gun.
She said BT doing hits on the wick and he had to hold up. So, hey, that was lucky a bar there. Damn, that's crazy. November 7th, 2012, 12:12 a.m., bro. He was definitely finna be wavy if he would have just stayed in the crib till it was time to go. He said, all my niggas hitters, I'm the captain of the drill team. Oh, man, that boy Vaughn. That boy Vaughn.
Oblock and 600 knew about all this, that Boss Trail wanted to find a way out and leave the gang life behind him. 2 days before he was murdered, Boss Trail tweeted, "Can't wait till I get my new start." OB 600 figured out that the best way to get rid of him was to set him up, a long way from Parkway Gardens. so as not to arouse any suspicion from Boss Trell. They managed to convince his girlfriend to set him up to meet him on the 2600 block of West 83rd Street.
Nah, shorty really a hoe ass motherfucker. Damn, that's why you can't trust people, bro. His girl set him up. And I remember Duck did say in this one song, I didn't really like the song too much because the auto-tune type thing, but it was like him and FYB J Mane. I like that verse where he was like something about Boss Trell getting set up and all that. And he was basically just talking about the scenario. But yeah, so he did get set up in some way, but I don't know if Vaughn and T.Roy killed him. But he definitely got killed from like a setup type situation.
Which is about a 20-minute
But they
drive
might
away
have.
from Parkway Gardens.
They
made the
probably
girl
did,
set up
honestly,
the
but I
meeting
don't
with
know.
him the day before. It was not a last-minute call. It was planned in advance. RB600 was well prepared for this hit, and King Von stated that he was the go-to guy for the hits right now, and that he was the captain of the drill team. Neither T.Roy or Vaughn was going to miss this opportunity to get back for their friends, Sherwood and D-Thing. Now it was time. Everything went as planned. The girl managed to set up Boss Trell, and OB600 showed up with a car filled with OB600 members. Rondo number 9, T.Roy, J Money, King Von and Boss Top. They knew exactly where to find him. They spotted him, but as soon Boss Trell saw the car pulling up, he knew something was wrong and started running. J Money, King Von and T.Roy started chasing him into an
And he caught it, but it was too late. Like it was already there. It was like
alley, and the bullets came flying.
at that point, all you could do is try to
and
shoot.
eventually hit him, which caused him to fall to the ground. King Von then shot him in the back of his head, and T.Roy shot him in his body before they all bailed out.
Damn.
Police found Boss Trell with his face down in the alley shortly after the shooting. They also found a gun under his body. He was taken to Advocate Christ Medical Center in Oak Lawn and was pronounced dead around 11:30 p.m. Thursday, which means that the doctors managed to keep him alive for a long while despite serious injuries. Boss Trell's grandmother also mentioned in an interview that the detectives know who did it, and that the identity of the shooter is not a secret. They just did not have enough proof since no one wanted to witness or cooperate with the police.
And every day is a birthday, a good day.
That's sad, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's like, damn. Stuff will just never change, though, bro. That's just how it is for real. Like, it just need to be a whole reset on the world, bro. Like, I don't know.
Just want to say prayer because, Trill, you know I don't believe in cemeteries. I believe in that. If your faith is strong and we say our prayers and we know that you're going to God, you're going to be with God. I don't come to look down on you. I come to look up to the heavens where I know you are watching over us. So this is my final goodbye to you here, coming to a cemetery where dead people are. I don't believe that you're dead. Your spirit is alive.
I feel like I got my eye. Yeah, I remember Cash said like how Boss Trell was like protecting the hood, so he was definitely like the main shooter. Him and Lil B and stuff, and probably like Wooski or something. But definitely Boss Trell and Lil B, they was like really some of the top dudes over there. You know what I mean? He need to do a Lil B story. Cut. Lil B story.
As expected, the disrespect and dissing towards Boss Trell and STL/EBT flourished after the murder, especially from T.Roy, J Money and King Von. T.Roy tweeted things like "No, Trell stay alive," and "Die slow." King Von also took it to Twitter and tweeted, "LOL, you ain't a boss to me," and "Don't worry about who killed who and who got killed. You ain't got killed, did you?" Jakira was totally broken after Boss Trell got killed and all of the people who were close to Boss Trell. K.I. tweeted, "Browski BT, king of hits," along with Antuka, "We gotta make BT name ringing," and Wooski tweeted, "Trying to catch up again." They were really hurt. Oblock was shot up several times the following week after the murder.
You can tell they definitely was trying to go crazy for him.
STL and Jaro were eager to get revenge, and eventually they would get it. less than a year later. Just 2 weeks later, it was time again and both King Von and T.Roy caught their fifth body.
Fifth body, boy. Already. This was in 2012. I remember King Von did have a tweet. He said I could name like 5 GDs I killed and 10 I shot. Like something like so that, some crazy stuff.
It's totally crazy how many bodies T.Roy and
Damn.
Von caught together. And it's almost
Fifth
like I did
body,
not
bro.
believe in it myself.
They really
However, they
killers.
always
Like,
slid together. Both were the captains of the drill team and the go-to guys for the heads.
he said, you ain't a boss to me. Damn. He said niggas ain't dying on time. Hashtag the struggle. Dang, that boy Vaughn was disrespectful, man. Man, down. They might have really done that for real. I don't know. They definitely might have done that. I just heard multiple stories about that one day. Whiskey.
After the murder of Boss Trell, King Von made it pretty clear that he was looking for a member of Mob. 5 days before the murder of Lil James, King Von...
I forgot he killed somebody from Mob. Yeah, if this is accurate, like I said. Yeah, because oblock and Mob, I don't think they have as much like history as some of the other people against each other, other sets. You know what I mean?
I got the right mind fire up Mob today, along with F Mob Boy. So Von was basically at their necks pretty much the whole month, and this was because of Mob shooting at a couple of oblock members earlier in the month. T.Roy did not say much on Twitter that month. He was mostly mocking Dedo51, Brick Squad and STL members and wrote funny things. In fact, T.Roy did not write incriminating tweets, at least not like King Von.
Yeah, exactly.
Either way, T.Roy, Von and the other 600 members were out looking for a guy called Lil James, or Baby J, as I told you about earlier. James was an older GD member who many at first believed was a member of Mob because he was shot in Mob territory, which said he actually claimed is pretty unknown. A lot of people saying that he claimed Downtown, which is the set together with Von World who eventually formed Mob. However, James was from 071 and even called himself Baby Joe 71, which was also his name on Instagram. The set that houses on 68th to 71st, Wentworth to Lafayette is Tay City, who James was really close with, and many members from Tay City attended his funeral, which I will come to later. James was a big trapper and was close with a lot of M-Town and Mob members, which explains why he was in Mob territory when he was killed. A cousin to James even tweeted, "Lost my lil' cousin James, because Moggs thought he was in an op neighborhood that was not his own."
He said F Mob, boy. Either way, a good driver still getting it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there right now for the day, y'all. Got more of this coming out in these upcoming, you feel me, weeks and all that. Or not, nah, it's probably not gonna be weeks. I'll probably get it done within this current week for real. But yeah, I'll be dropping another part tomorrow. Make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Yeah, make sure y'all follow my social medias, link in the description if you still watching. And I'll definitely catch y'all on the next one. Remember, y'all, stay positive and have a great day. For sure.